Hey guys, it's Phantom, and welcome back to the Ask Phantom podcast. Um, so this is I believe, episode 32. Technically, it's episode 32, but I think it's time to do season 2 and kind of wrap season 1 up. So I guess season 1 will end with episode 32 or 33, whatever episode this is. So I'm going to look up my podcast, which is in my recent searches. Okay. Yeah, episode 32 will probably be the last episode of season 1 before season 2 starts. So, yeah, welcome back to the podcast. Hi, my name is Phantom. I am your host of the Ask Phantom podcast. I am a clairvoyant. I am a medium. I'm a clairvoyant medium, author, YouTuber, and all-around content creator. So yeah, okay. How do I start this? How do I start this episode off? Because I haven't filmed an episode of the podcast since December, and it is already March. I am so sorry. I am so sorry for not for not filming more episodes for not filming more episodes for the past 2 months. I am so sorry about that. Other things have gotten in the way, and I've been busy. Again, I am an all-around content creator, so if I'm not filming a podcast episode, I'm probably filming YouTube videos. Anyway, so when we last where we last left off, I talked about lucid dreaming, dream journaling back in episode 31. If you haven't listened to that episode, please go listen to it. I know it's like several months old now since it's 2022, and that was posted and filmed back in December. But yeah, so the topic of this episode is spirit babies. Topic of this episode is what is called spirit babies. Also, quick disclaimer: please be aware of false pages of mediums and of content creators on like Instagram and on TikTok and whatever. Like, please be careful of that, because I have seen several fake profiles impersonating mediums. Let me just say something. Okay, so lo and behold, I am not trained. I am not trained to work professionally in mediumship. But I do know a few things from, listening to mediums that I trust, because I barely trust any spiritual content creators and mediums in general. Like, I trust very few mediums. A couple mediums that I do trust would be, mediums that are mediums that know what they're talking about, like spiritual creators and mediums that know what the heck they're talking about and that were like trained in mediumship. That were like trained professionally in mediumship. So, Yeah, like very few, very few mediums. There are very few mediums that I trust. Very few, like, you know, the TikTok mediums that you see are probably not as legit as you think they are. Uh, Again, mediums go through years and years and years of training and most likely get trained by professional mediums that offer courses. Um, you know, like when it comes to like booking readings, only do it through, only do it through the web, only do it through their website. Like don't fall for the scammers because again, there are lots of people that are scamming spiritualists and mediums alike. So, let's get back to the topic at hand. Okay? Spirit babies. What what are spirit babies? Like, do we have spirit babies? Uh, what is the point of a spirit baby? Like, or like spirit children? What is the point of a spirit baby? What is the point of a spirit child? And like the difference between a spirit baby and, an angel baby. So, if you don't know what spirit babies, okay. First off, we all have spirit babies. All of us, we all have spirit babies. Um, in fact, I have a spirit baby myself. If you don't know what a spirit baby is not an angel baby. Let me just clear that up. An angel baby, for reference, an angel baby is a baby that that has passed away, that has crossed over to the other side. That is what that is what an angel baby is. Um, like whether it has passed away like shortly after birth or prior to being born. um they were like they just weren't meant to they just weren't meant to be born yet. They weren't ready. So that is basically an angel baby is basically a baby that has passed away and has crossed over to the other side. Whereas a okay, spirit baby, um, spirit baby is if you don't know what a spirit baby refers to. Okay, spirit baby definition. It's kind of difficult to. It's kind of difficult to explain what a spirit baby is, but a spirit baby. I don't know how. Um, I don't know how credible this article is that I just found, but okay. So there's many different definitions for a spirit baby. Uh, Spirit babies are sometimes called angel babies when referring to a child that has crossed over to the spirit world, um, who's passed on to the spirit world, who's crossed over. Or a spirit baby is basically referring to a child that has not yet been born yet. And yes, we all have spirit babies. Um, Whether you refer to it as an angel baby or a spirit baby, I refer to spirit baby as a baby or a spirit child as a infant or like a baby or a child that has that hasn't yet been born yet. So again, I don't know how accurate this is, but again, it's not really a simple answer. uh Spirit baby is, or spirit child, spirit baby, spirit child is it's not really what it means. That is not what it means at all. Um, so there's this one definition of what a spirit child is. That is not what a spirit child is. That is not what a spirit baby is at all. That is not what a spirit baby is. So let me just do some like misconceptions about spirit babies and what they are like in the spiritual community. So if you don't know what a spirit baby or a spirit child is, according to Wikipedia, which do not get your information from Wikipedia or Google when it comes to spirit children or spirit babies. Um, so according to this totally incorrect definition, I don't know if it means something else, but when it comes to the spirit community and when it comes to the spiritual community and the spirit world and mediumship, that is not what a spirit baby or a spirit child is. So it basically says spirit child in Ghana is a disabled child who's believed to possess magical powers to cause misfortune. That is not what it means, actually. That is actually not what a spirit child or a spirit baby is when it comes to mediumship. So, yeah, please don't believe that. Um, yeah, that is not like that is not what a spirit child is. I will tell you what a spirit child is. So a spirit baby, again, it can mean spirit who has crossed over, spirit who has crossed over into the spirit realm, into the spirit world, or 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 the other side, or whatever you want to call it, or a soul that is still in the spirit realm, waiting to be born, that has a bond with a certain someone, that are like meant to be the one to raise the child in the future. Again, I do have a spirit baby. Again, I do have a spirit baby. So a spirit baby is basically a soul that has not yet come to, not yet been born, not yet come to earth, but you know, we have a connection to these spirit children or spirit babies. Um, so that is the one side. That is the one side of what a spirit baby is, in my personal opinion. On the other hand, a spirit baby or spirit child, whatever you want to call it, spirit baby, spirit child, on the other hand, or an angel baby or an angel child, on the other hand, is a spirit that is crossed over to the other side, you know, aren't ready, aren't ready to be born yet, and then they wait until they are ready. Okay, so I'm back. Anyway, the difference between an angel baby and a spirit baby, again, it could mean there's multiple different meanings for both, but basically a spirit baby again is a baby that has not yet been born or has already passed and crossed, passed or crossed over. There's multiple different ways to. Okay, if you've never heard the term in spirit before, like if you've never heard the term of what it means, like when a person is with you in spirit, like that's really the only time you hear of like in spirit when referring to certain things. So, in spirit meaning. So it's basically a phrase like they are, they are with you in spirit, whatever. But again, like, loved ones are around us all the time, whether they're whether they're in whether they're in the physical realm or in the spirit world. If you're wondering why I say the spirit world instead of if you're wondering why mediums use the term the spirit world or the spirit realm when referring to the other, or like terms like the other side, the spirit realm, whatever you want to call it, it's basically because that's what it is. That's where, like it's very, very, very complicated to explain, because not a lot of people will understand what the spirit world is. And if you're wondering, no, mediums cannot. If you're wondering, no, mediums cannot. Mediums cannot see the spirit world. Shaman, on the other hand, shamanism, which is a totally different practice, have access to the spirit world. Mediums don't. So I do have a. Hold on, let me look through my photos here. I think I have a photo here. Okay. So I might want to talk about this later on in the podcast. But yeah, again, spirit babies are spirit babies or spirit children are babies or children that have not yet been born yet, or what I refer to as an angel baby are it's an angel baby is the same thing. An angel baby is the same thing as a spirit baby. But there's like two different sides. There's two different sides to spirit babies and spirit children. The first one that I mentioned, and the second one where they have crossed over to the other side, like where they have passed and crossed over to the other side. But yeah, when it comes to the second topic, when it comes to the second topic, okay, again, I follow a lot of other mediums and spiritual creators, like mainly like legit mediums, like people that have had training, people that are professionals in this field of work. Yes, there are skeptics in mediumship, but I do, like, I'm not trying to sound cocky here or anything, or basically sound like I'm better than everybody else. Like, when it comes to the term, you're either born with mediumship or not. I do believe in that. I do believe in that. I do believe that there are people that are born with the, you know, mediumship ability, and with the clairs. I do not call them psychic. I do not call them psychic abilities. I call them clairs, because mediums and psychics are not the same thing. Okay? Let me just clear that up. Mediums and psychics are not the same thing. Just because someone says that they are a psychic medium does not mean, like, okay, it's very complicated to explain, but please be careful of what you see on social media, like when people are saying, you know, they're psychic mediums, blah blah blah. Like, not all mediums. There are mediums that do not like the term psychic. They're like, do not call me, like, do not refer to me as a psychic, because I am not a psychic, I am a medium. Totally different thing. When people say that they are psychic, they just have the clairs. If you don't know what the clairs are clairvoyance, which is clear seeing or having premonitions, or visions, whatever you want to call it. You know, having premonitions, dreams, lucid dreaming, you know, whatever. That is clairvoyance. So let me look what the clairs are. If you don't know what the clairs are, again, I will. Clairs. So the clair senses are clairvoyance or clear seeing. So I'm on the Oprah.com website. So the clairs are clairvoyance, clear seeing. This is when, okay, so clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clear aliens. I think that's how you say it. Clairgustinance, claircognizance, and claircognizance. I am clairvoyant. I'm a clairvoyant. I'm not a psychic. I am not a psychic. I am a clairvoyant, which a lot of people misinterpret as someone being a psychic. That is not the same thing as being a medium. Okay, so let's talk about clairvoyance. Yeah, I am a clairvoyant. That is not the same thing as being a psychic. When someone says they are a psychic medium, they're probably just a medium. I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers here, but that's just my opinion. So clairvoyance, according to the Oprah.com website, I do not know when this was, I do not exactly know when this article was published. But this article is by Rebecca Rosen or Rawson. I don't know how to say their last name. Forgive me. So Intuition 101, developing your clair senses. we call them clair senses, not psychic senses. We call them clairs because that's what they are. So clairvoyance means clear seeing. Again, all credit goes to this website that I am reading off of, which is the Oprah.com website slash I think it's like spiritual development or spirit development. So clairvoyance. Again, I'm a clairvoyant. So this is when visions past, present, and future flash through our mind's eye or third eye, much like a daydream. Many of us are highly visual and able to understand an idea best when we see it written or sketched out as an image on a computer screen or on a canvas. Visual people often choose to be artists, builders, photographers, decorators, designers, and so forth. If this sounds familiar, your clairvoyance is most likely a dominant sense. There are some people that have there are some mediums that have all the clairs. There's mediums that have a few clairs, like a few clairs referring to clair senses. Clairs referring to clair senses. So that's basically what clairvoyance is. Let me also explain that there are other clair related abilities, like again lucid dreaming, which I have been able to lucid dream since I was a child. Since I was very, very young, I've been able to lucid dream. I have very vivid dreams. Also, for it to be a lucid dream, you don't always have to control your dreams for it to be a lucid dream. It can be like it can be a very, very, very vivid dream for it to be lucid as well. But yeah, I have had lucid dreams for a very long time. So that's like another clair ability. That's another mediumship ability that some people have. Not all of I don't think every medium might have the ability to lucid dream, but there are some mediums that do, and according to like actual mediums, that is a mediumship ability. I did talk about this in the last episode, so if you want to go listen to that, you are more than welcome to. And then, there's clairaudience. This is when we hear words, sounds, or music in our own mind's voice. On rare occasions, spirit may be able to create audible sound through this. It takes a tremendous amount of focused energy. Some of us best retain and comprehend information when we hear it spoken aloud. So I actually do have clairaudience as well, but I mainly just call myself clairvoyant, even though I do have like 2 of the clairs. I don't think I have like any other clairs, not that I know of. Again, to go professional in this very tough industry, you have to, or I guess I wouldn't call it tough. I would probably call it challenging. You'd have to be trained by a professional to go into this professionally. Yeah. Anyway, I am a clairvoyant and I am clairaudient, but I mainly just say that I am clairvoyant, even though I have both clairaudience and clairvoyance. So yeah, like there's some other things, like there's some other things too, but until I do more research on it, then that's probably all I can give you. Anyway. But yeah. That's kind of what I can explain it as in the best way possible to my understanding. But yes, lucid dreaming, things like lucid dreaming is, things such as lucid dreaming. There's also something called maladaptive daydreaming, which I don't think is the same as a lucid dream. I don't really know much on maladaptive daydreaming, but let me just say that I am not a maladaptive daydreamer, so I cannot really speak on maladaptive daydreaming since I do not maladaptively daydream. I lucid dream though. I lucid dream a lot, and I have a dream journal. I have a dream journal. Like I have a physical dream journal and a I guess you could say a virtual dream journal. There's an app that I use to record my dreams, and I feel like recording your dreams is very important. Not a lot of people do, because not everyone remembers their dreams, but I do record a lot of my dreams, if I do dream. And, yeah, anyway. That, I think, that is I don't know, good stopping point. I think that is a good stopping point for this podcast episode. And I will make a small little announcement video for season 2 of the podcast coming very soon. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. If you did, if you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to leave a like, comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, both the channel that this is posted on, which is my Ask Phantom channel, and my podcast channel, which I need to like get on it when it comes to like uploading my podcast episodes to the podcast channel. If you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever else this podcast is available, then, subscribe to the podcast on there as well. Subscribe to the podcast on there as well. And yeah, if you follow on any other podcasting platforms where this podcast is available, then go ahead and subscribe and leave some comments that I can probably use in like future videos for the advice channel, for the well, it's not really just an advice channel anymore. It's not really, the Ask Phantom YouTube channel isn't exactly an advice channel anymore. I kind of branched out when I started this podcast. So, yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for this podcast episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and goodbye.